What's up, nerds?
What up, nerds?
You know the deal by now. I'm Matt. You're Eric.
Still.
Nothing's changed since then.
Going on 40 years.
Welcome back to Miniboss. Eric, how was your Easter break?
It was fine.
Now, just to be clear and upfront, we did try recording.
We celebrated 420 early.
We did try to. 419. He comes over. We have about 5 shots of vodka and gas station boner pill.
Well, you can get them from Supply Plus on East Johnson Street. They're called Party Caps, and they're a mood elevator.
And then just
but
smoking
if you
out of the bong, so took high, and then this other thing that it's just
Maddie will take most pills that I
staring
give
right
him.
into the camera, just I don't know if I can do this anymore. Well, I also had half an edible before, 20 milligrams, which I love. That's what my mom takes.
I was about to say, you don't go as hard as Lori, and look at her art. That shit is sick.
But
I want to hang out with you, your mom, and Willie Nelson really bad.
Well, you're running out of time because
Willie Nelson's gonna outlive Miley Cyrus, dude.
My mom might not. But
we're working on the technology, Matthew.
But because I know maybe we'll do it again tomorrow, because I know both of us, we never really do. We're not religious folk. But it's yeah, we'll redo it tomorrow. But you're I'm gonna go have dinner with the family.
Yeah,
what y'all have?
we finally had. We went to shit. I have to remember.
It was a week, ish.
Yeah, it was about a week ago.
It was a week adjacent.
Love adjacent. Spread the adjacent.
Well, tell me about that spread at Easter.
Shit. Amber had to work, so I had to go solo it at first.
Oh, so you're just with in-laws?
They love
just
me.
Hanging out.
They fucking love me.
You're letting the nieces and nephews color you in.
Dude. It was brief. It was fun. And then that was about all I had.
Did you have food?
Yeah, they do ham. They do a sick ham, and then they buy the little Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
So
good.
The way they do it is it's come by for a little bit, hang out if the cool relatives are around, because they've got some truckers in that family that I vibe with really well. I don't think I've had a PG conversation with Morty, one of the uncles, that wasn't just Morty's awesome. He's a big dude. You would call him a big dude.
Big Morty.
And man, he's probably the only right winger I actually think is funny, and most of his jokes are just highly
just a bit blue.
He's my favorite thing he's ever said. He's the only reason I'm not gay is I don't want my bro to get mad if I fart on his balls. I was Morty, that was the fucking weirdest thing I've ever heard.
You remember the ancient memes, liberal redneck? Where it's that guy leaning against his truck, and it's just first thing is pretty a little offensive, but then the second one is resolves him of oh, he's actually pretty progressive for somebody that lives in the hills of Appalachia. No, because I decided on a whim that I was gonna cook food for Easter.
Oh.
And I did, me a little bit different. I made funeral potatoes. Funeral potatoes.
You know what?
I think is thematic for the holiday.
If you're the guy that died and you get to eat your own funeral potatoes, that's the most metal thing you've ever done.
I've never really had funeral potatoes before. And
I don't know what they are, and I feel like some of our audience doesn't.
Hash browns, cream of chicken soup, cheese. It's a potato hash brown casserole. I mean, I diced up my own potatoes for this, but then you top it with corn flakes, so it has a crispy, crunchy to it. Made that. I made. I was gonna make a deviled eggs, but I hate eggs so much. I'm so anti-egg that I try to get other people to hate eggs with me.
I will never hate eggs the way you.
And a lot of people are. You know what it's like hating eggs, going to a breakfast spot and having to order off the fucking sides menu? It sucks.
Dude, my favorite way to do I'm good at deviled eggs. I throw a little bit of liquid smoke in my eggs, in the yolks.
Well, my problem was like boiling the eggs too, because like I made a perfect like in between soft and hard boil. So like the yolks were like medium, you know? And getting them out of the shell was proving to be, because you know they're undercooked. Usually people boil their eggs until they smell like sulfur, and they just pop out the yolk. No. And you know, mix it with mayo and mustard and pipe them back in.
No, dude, you throw that shit under some running cold water. Well, I chill my eggs.
I did chill. No, my eggs were old, and they were in the fridge. Like they were like about a week old.
Okay.
Week and a couple of days.
So it's not like if terms were better, they'd be full-grown chickens.
Eggs was like the easiest, right?
Because that'd be weird.
But with the undercooked yolk, and then adding more shit to it to taste, because I don't mind an egg yolk. I mean, it's fucking cholesterol. It's designed. Your brain is designed to think that shit's tasty.
Yeah, good shit.
But like with it, like getting too thin, I didn't want to pipe it in. And Ashley's like, this tastes amazing, but like I didn't have like that whip to it. It was like kind of flat and liquidy. So I'm like, what I did.
Yeah, I was about to say, how'd you fix it?
I made like,
because there's an additive,
like an egg salad dip, right? So like, I have one of those wire baking racks.
Yeah.
I put that over the bowl that I made the mix in, and just smushed them through, so they already came out in like uniform dices. And then like, because like my dip was like Dijon, some capers.
Interesting.
A little bit of honey. What else? Apple cider vinegar. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Dude, they were like watching like people's faces as they ate it. Like, I did this fucking right. Like, I hate eggs, but I can cook the fucking shit out of them.
Dude, that sounds good, man.
That and the main course were these Philly pork roast sandwiches. Like, I know Philly's got a cheesesteak, but they also have like a roast pork sandwich. That's like roast pork. I made like a pulled pork in the oven with like Italian seasonings, and it's like broccoli rabe. But where are you gonna find broccoli rabe in a town like this? You're not. So I use like spinach because it's like a leafy green. Sauteed that up with like Italian seasons and garlic, and just fucking made like this like Parmigiano Reggiano fucking pork. Provolone cheese on like a nice hoagie roll, and that spinach, dude, fucking awesome. And I still had the Easter pork, but just in a different way.
That sounds
just
so
in a different
freaking good.
Like I almost felt guilty like eating Ashley's sandwich, because like she had a little bit of Easter snacking with parents, and came by, and I'm just like finishing up like this heavy fucking. We're eating eggs, potatoes, and ham.
High protein, low sleep. Let's go.
Like, she had like taken a few bites out of her sandwich and brought it home, and it's like last night for dinner. I'm like, I'm throwing this in the air fryer. I will ask forgiveness. But no, like I had a great time last week, just fucking
awesome.
Getting way too stoned and eating pork. But Eric, we are ostensibly a podcast. That's a lifestyle podcast.
I've heard that once or twice.
What you been playing lately?
Man, we had the week interrupt. I was doing more. What did we say? Was Suikoden a little bit? Oh no, I was doing Wild Arms too. It's still on my bar.
Yeah.
But I got filled with what they call an Undertale determination to finally like finish Skull. Not complete for trophies, but I had to like
that like 7 hard new game plus.
Well, it has a hard mode where you have to. It goes 1 to 10, and there's bonuses with higher level. It's the Dark Mirror part of Skull. The end game is really fun. It's got a couple secret bosses. The last boss, like you can beat him, and then you can go into the extra, which is another basic boss gauntlet with more rewards, where you fight the secret boss that's got a not too hard way to unlock, and then you fight like the true boss.
My thing is like, because I was talking a little bit earlier with you, like maybe the game's just not for me. Like
I've dropped it a couple times.
I like roguelikes, like Rogue Legacy, love it. But the combat in that is less build intensive per se. Where like where this plays a lot like Dead Cells, and like I love Dead Cells.
Oh yeah, it's
Castlevania DLC.
Dead Cells is a character you used in that game.
Yeah, the indie prisoner. Crossovers, but I don't think I've either found like a class that I haven't jived with yet.
You won't jive with any of them out the gate. Like
they should give you like one that's like, how do you like to play? And
that happens in Dark Mirror. Once you move to hard mode, it actually lets you select common and rare.
Yeah.
So
like, give me a few choices other than just like this is what you're gonna be.
Well, I mean, because you can change it at any point, but that's on you.
But only if you find the masks.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm trying to be like a melee build, like a warrior tanky dude,
you can do that.
I can do that if they give me the mask.
Well,
but like sometimes
I mean, you can be a tanky magic user, like the water form.
You're gonna be a magic user. I'm like, I don't like using magic. Or like the worst one I had was like I was like an assassin or something.
Honestly, you build the way you want to, and then just sometimes you gotta pray for the right skull.
You gave me hope by saying like it's one of those games where you have to bash your head over and over and over to like finally make
and then once you get through it, you're good.
I feel like,
but it does hurt hitting your head against a wall.
Here's the thing: that first adventurer is randomized too.
It's one of
you don't get to you don't get to practice.
Oh, you do. You fight the adventurers in the game 4 times, and there's only 4 of them. So it comes to a point.
True, and I also really haven't played enough. I mean, I've been
like you'll have favorites to fight. And in your like meta mind, you just get used to all of them. They all suck.
Well, I also
no matter what you
had like the time to fucking sit down with it. Like I have been so busy with Impact. Also, hey, 2 weeks away.
2 weeks, I can't wait. And
by the time this goes up, it'll be about a week and a half.
Yep.
Go to my god, I think it's Hometown Tickets. I'll leave.
It's Hometown. They're on Hometown.
But yeah, we are 2 weeks away from opening. I know tomorrow is our move-in day into the theater, so it's just going to be carrying.
And this will be at the Thelma Center of the Arts in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Center for the Farts.
More like Center of the Farts. You're right.
Got him.
Oh my god. My employer is going to love that.
But between like work, like weeks that last like feel like months at work, you know?
Dude. Well, y'all have been having a lot of issues lately.
And then fucking getting home, like taking care of the dog, eating something, taking care of myself for like 10 minutes, and then rushing off to rehearsal, especially now that it's getting to crunch time, it's just like, oh my fucking god.
Well, luckily, rehearsal moved a little closer for you.
Yeah, we were finally moving to the Thelma tomorrow, but that will have its own set of trials and challenges. It's funny because
I promise that there will be.
That Snapchat that I made this Snapchat where the Thelma has like this door on the side.
Yep.
And you can see like the outline, but it's painted in to look like you don't notice it. But I'm just like, if there's anything that playing Zelda taught me, is that is like a bombable wall. Like I can like hit it with a sword.
It is, but I really hope nobody does that. It's just the Center of the Arts. It's a non-profit. Explode buildings worth exploding. Like the Tower of Sauron. Right? That feels like the only building that we should be.
There was
Yep.
My old job. I used to work for Aramark when I was a cook in Madison.
Shit.
And their headquarters is literally called like Aramark Tower. So like it's in like Philadelphia. I'm like, what is this? Like the Eye of Sauron is like, you spent too much on ingredients. Your food cost was too high.
I noticed your portions have been inconsistent.
Yeah, truly. But like being an Aramark, I didn't feel like an Aramark employee because like nobody checked in on us. Like we were just like a really cool spot where like corporate didn't like smush us with their fingers.
That's what most businesses prefer when you work for a corporate overlord.
Oh shit! What else? the draft's going on.
Whoa.
And usually I don't care, but it's in Wisconsin. Like it's like what is it? Green Bay's 2 hours north?
Oh,
no,
dude. It's about an hour 20
Okay.
from here. One of the best game shops is over in De Pere. I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later. But
shout out unknown game shop in De Pere.
We're gonna remember it because it was from a Pro Jared thing too. But yeah, how we both have an equal.
Do you know anybody that's been going? Yeah.
I know a lot of them.
I know Mike went.
Mike MN went.
And then a couple of people from work went. But like I don't. Let me preface this with saying that I hate it when the sports ball people just like. You know,
that's the thing.
Like, yeah, the world is shitty right now. Let people like what they like. If it's fucking stupid team-based fucking ball sports,
right.
Let them. I like pressing buttons on a controller and watching cool shit happen. Not a lot of people like watching fucking people in different colored uniforms run with a ball.
Well,
like
as long as they're in really good shape.
But like, I truly do not get putting yourself in a crowd that loud. 205,000 people in one fucking space. No, get me the fuck out of there.
Oh no, my PTSD would not tolerate that for 5 seconds. No, but you know what I kind of compare it to? Like, here's kind of the fun side of the draft is we love sports. Like, we have teams that we like, and then we watch casually. We're not super, just like they play a video game maybe, but they're not invested in all the metas and shit. You're allowed to like what you like, as you said. But I can draw a parallel to the NFL draft and when Taylor Swift's Eras Tour went to Chicago. Literally the same. My Facebook did the same thing. It's
people
just with the other half
to dress up in
Dude,
a costume.
All my Swiftie friends, which a lot of them are yours. We have like 96 mutuals and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's all my freaking sports dudes. Just we're here that like comedian that we're friends with, John Egan, who through my favorite. We can find this on YouTube. Failed first pitch for a Brewers game.
Oh, yeah.
I have a koozie that I got from a show we did together that's like first pitch losers club. But yeah, it was basically like that. Like a bunch of dudes doing like getting super and there's nothing wrong. Like if we went to a con. Yeah. You know, it brought a certain level of joy to me.
But like there's nothing to do at a draft.
Oh my god, no. You're wrong. They've got shows, they got music going on, they have a lot of exhibits. The teams bring their own stuff. This is a whole ass like event. And it's sponsored by so many different companies. Yeah, I'm getting a little echo.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's a huge to do, if you will. But they
like,
didn't bring enough bathrooms was the big issue on day one.
Fucking even going to like Labor Day at Doom, which is like the shitty demo derby. Not shitty. It's fun as fuck.
This was Brochella. Brochella is the one I wanted to say.
But not enough bathroom is always the big thing, and like food vendors, like having to like stand in line. I mean, the draft it starts at like what? 5?
They had a lot of trucks.
You should have dinner before you go.
It's a whole day event. Three days.
What do? You just like watch like Facebook reels on your phone?
No, they had a huge screen that you could see from miles.
They played Jackbox games
with
on a jumbotron
with 200,000 people. That'd be fucking crazy. Funny. If you see the same name twice, that dude's a legend. Like that'd be awesome.
But yeah, like I'm happy for the people that went.
And then it
is driving a lot of economy to like the Fox Valley area because like we are in the surrounding area of the draft for sure.
There's a lot of strangers that I've seen walking around like downtown.
People with signs.
Yeah,
people with signs. But good on them.
I'm glad that it came to Wisconsin.
It's cool finding out who the Packers got Like we got a wide receiver. I don't know about the second.
I'm Tampa, man. We didn't really do too much.
But like,
great.
you know what? I will look it up on Google tomorrow, and then I'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah, but these guys got to get their fantasy teams straight, you know.
I don't.
Seeing where people go allows you to kind of traject it.
I only played fantasy football for the trash talk.
Oh, I'm never gonna see. That's the thing is, if I did it, I don't have enough. I don't have time to get into individual stats.
Name?
What's up?
Did you have a fun fantasy football name?
Not yet.
I did. I don't play anymore, so feel free to use it. It was Fourth Down Syndrome.
Damn it, that's really good.
It's fun.
I really like that one.
Anywho, what else are we gonna talk about today? Gotta wait for it to load. Okay, so we gotta talk about the Switch 2 again. It's just Switch 2 and tariffs. Hello, doggy.
There's your girl. She is.
Buddy that everyone that's tried to order a Switch 2 has said it was like the worst fucking experience. Where it was just, you've got like, there's like 4 big retailers. Like there's Target, Best Buy, Walmart, and Amazon. GameStop, yeah. And all of their websites are crashing at the same time because all of these people, like, with the whole tariffs thing, they're like, oh, pre-orders were delayed. We didn't know if they were
so we were already behind PAL and everywhere else. Yep.
And to only have 4 big retailers, all of their websites just fucking crashed. People were refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. And it's like, oh, didn't quite get your address, didn't quite get your payment information. Pressing the send button, everyone was like, did I accidentally just buy 5 Switch 2s? You know?
Shit.
And like Nintendo always prides themselves as like the company that puts smiles on faces. And this has been like the most stressful way to give someone $500 to get their fucking shiny new box. That it's just like, shut up and take my money, but they won't. They'll shut up and just and the thing is, like, they see that their system is so popular that sites are crashing and people are like diving head over fucking heels to buy their new fucking Giga. They're gonna take all the wrong lessons from this.
Oh yeah.
And scalpers,
you're gonna pay $200 for James Bond 007 GoldenEye not even remaster, just the with the dude, the price of games and everything. I don't know, man. The whole thing is we're gonna add local playability.
They're
on mobile.
I mean, it's happening to a lot of hobbies right now, but a lot of people are getting priced out of their hobbies, like people that play tabletop role playing games and shit. A lot of like games are just becoming they're always luxury. Willow was scooting her ass across the carpet.
You saw that, Willow.
But
it's my spot.
That's one thing. Like, you know, with the games costing variable pricing, I'll be doing some variable buying.
Boom.
Then.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's you gotta vote
Do
with the wallet.
Do I care enough about Mario Kart to pay $80 for it? No. I don't. Does Donkey Kong look cool? Yes. $450. $520? Cool?
Nope.
No.
That's how
I think once I see a new Smash Brothers, that will be the system seller. That was the system seller for me for my Switch 1.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love my Switch 1. I'm not trying to be
he
Nintendo
plays
hater.
everything on that.
I use my Switch every fucking day since I got it like back in February 2019.
Jesus Christ.
So like 6 years. Yeah, a little bit every day. Some days more than others, but
at this point, you got to start taking it to first grade.
Yeah. But
that's freaking awesome.
Also, if you signed up for like Nintendo's, if you bought it from Nintendo itself, they are not guaranteeing that you're going to get your Switch on launch day.
If you buy it directly from the company?
Yes.
What the hell? Is it based on location? Or is this just in general?
I think it's based on just like what they have. Apparently they made like millions of these machines, but
I would hope so, because they're gonna
sell. Can you imagine you got your pre-order from Nintendo and it's like, oh, you got it in August? Like, I'm sure they're probably like under promising and going to deliver.
I hope so.
But Jesus Christ, Nintendo, what a failure of a fucking launch. The hype was here and now it's died and ran away.
That's been a pattern lately for everything except for the Xbox Series. No
one was hyped for the Xbox Series.
I know, and that's why it was so cheap, and everybody owns one on the side.
Game Pass is cool. It doesn't matter how powerful your Xbox is.
Well, PS finally got it
if you're
fixed.
playing Banjo-Tooie on it.
Oh, dude.
But
he's teabagging Emperor Sultan. You can see that. Our side watch view is of.
Oh yeah, so
right into.
We're watching the Oblivion remake right now. Everyone's like, oh, it's
fine.
The worst kept secret. It got leaked a week ago.
Yeah, I didn't even. I assumed it was not gonna happen right away. Like, I didn't know it was already done.
Well, leakers, I don't pay attention to a lot of shit online. Like leakers,
we would have had Final Fantasy Tactics remake.
I don't
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I need my Final Fantasy 9 again.
Oh, that was promised 4 years ago. Yeah, like you don't really.
But an Oblivion remaster did drop. It looks amazing. I think it's fun that you're able to still create just absolute monstrosities.
Yeah, you can make plankton again.
Just the ugliest looking creatures. Just fucking abandoned by God ugly.
Like deep ocean levels of ugly. Like look up the sawtooth shark, and that's what we're talking here.
But I think it's cool that like
it looks great
because it's not a Bethesda game. This was ported out to a separate company. I forget which company it was, but they definitely buffed up the graphics. It's playing in the Unreal 5 engine.
Ooh, okay.
But it's still using the game creation bones that Bethesda's been using since this original game came out in 2006.
God.
That's why, like, Skyrim characters are always like,
sounds about right.
Hello. You know, everything looks kind of stiff because the engine was made 20 years ago.
This was
so it looks good. The NPCs still look like they're all from Ohio, and they left
just like our vice president.
They left the jank in, and that's what I love about this game is the jank.
Jank equals charm. Sometimes
they left in, like on purpose. Like, stop! You are violating the law. Or there's one like high elf in like a mage guild quest that fucks up her line. She doesn't fuck it up, but she's like, no, hold it. Let me try that one again. And then says the line again. That made it into the game.
I love that, man.
But that's the thing that I love about this is that it was made by fans, for fans, looks amazing, comes with all the DLC.
Oh, yeah? So I can hang with Shia Gorath, my favorite Daedric Prince?
Jigalag! $50.
Ain't bad.
$50.
I'd say that's worth it.
This is going to be a game that I get eventually. I'm not like champing at the bit. Like it's fun. I love Oblivion. It's what got me to
Skyrim symbol in there. I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah,
that's on the escape.
Well, that's the symbol for the Imperial.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And this is set in the Imperial homeland of Cyrodiil.
Okay.
I will buy this game.
I haven't remembered this in forever.
It's just not right now. One game that I think is more important to buy right now is CLAIR OBSCUR Expedition 33.
And that comes out...
Came out in the same day
as
Oblivion.
Ooh.
And Oblivion's taken like some heat from like... It's an ex-Blizzard employee speaks out of just like... Oblivion shadow dropping ruined chances for like indie games. Like say like... Yeah, if you've got $50 to spend on a game... Having two cool games come out at the same time, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. You got to make a choice.
Well, I think the shadow drop was out of respect, honestly, because if you advertise it on the same day as something else, you are preemptively creating the divide. But if you just drop it, that means they were going to do it anyway. Like,
CLAIR OBSCUR,
and they didn't spend the money to put the other one down.
No.
So there's value in that, and it automatically
kind of because it got leaked so like early. that they're like, yeah, the game exists. Here it is. It's $50.
Only leak national security. Don't leak.
But
video
CLAIR
games.
OBSCUR Expedition 33 looks like such a fun turn-based RPG. Like,
it looks great.
They have what's that guy? They got like
Similar
the actor
to
from Daredevil.
They got the guy that played Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look his name up, but
Matt
I like
something or other.
Yeah,
but it's a beautiful looking game. It combines Final Fantasy, Lost Odyssey, and Legend of Dragoon.
There we go.
With their combat system, the art looks amazing. The music sounds fucking awesome.
The story
and the battle mechanics
really cool.
just look like everything that we've ever asked for in like
a JRPG.
Because when you think of like RPGs, everyone thinks like menu-based systems are like, oh, it's for old people or boring or this or that. So a lot of times you get something like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy Remaster have that kind of in-between of action RPG. This is straight RPG with parry mechanics. You can
parry and double hits.
Dodge, like Paper Mario, you can dodge, but like if you do it like at the you have like a 3-frame window to do like a parry, and if your entire party parries, you do like a huge counterattack. So like if you're willing to play it like Lies of P, imagine that. Yeah, a Lies of P.
Oh, dude, that'd be fun.
RPG.
Risk reward if you do it right.
And that too is only $50, $30 less than Mario Kart.
Sounds kind of awesome, actually.
And I think it's just more
respectful to the player.
I would love to play Oblivion Remaster. I will someday. But I think it's just more important to spend your money on
something
CLAIR OBSCUR Expedition 33 to let them know we want more games like this.
That's a fair point.
They are an indie studio. It's their first game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And
buy CLAIR OBSCUR, damn it!
It looks so fun. I showed Ashley, and Ashley it looks like damn, that's a fucking pretty looking game,
dude.
I'm saving up for it.
Dude, get it.
I'm trying to embrace the patient gamer mindset. But you know what? We eating good.
Dude.
We eating real good.
I'm excited for that. I'm going to probably play it after I finish. I don't have too much going on. So I can probably have my pudding without eating.
You know what?
Meat,
I think you playing Skull is never gonna end.
It's never gonna. That's gonna live on my bar.
Well,
forever.
until Lies of P DLC comes out.
Yeah, actually, I've been playing that a little bit too. I'm getting myself.
Oh, is that out already?
To the end.
He's been playing base game.
Yeah.
No, that's another game that I really, really, really want to get back to. Like my backlog, fucking huge.
But I'm on NG plus 2 right now, so it's a little harder every time I go back.
I got all the way to Green Monster, and that's when I switched from PS4 to PS5 and never really ported it over.
Green Monster feels like it got patched harder.
Oh, really?
Playing against him with a Motivity build was a bit of a pain in the ass. I forgot how good I used to be at the game. That was the boss I got stuck on, deleted it for a while.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm like, my agility, dude. I'll never be able to please again.
Spraying a finger, pulling that R2
if they're
trigger.
hurting for a squirting, these are not the tools. No, they still are. But no, it was just like, why does this suck so much? He got a little faster, it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
But I was also trying to fight him with my favorite weapons, which are very slow.
Oh, okay.
Like it's that green sword, or it's that one sword.
I would have taken you for like a fast, dexterous kind of guy.
Not in Lies of P. I'm all Motivity. I don't give a shit. I
like that one sword that you can like rev up like a Devil May Cry.
Well, it's the handle for the that's one of my favorites. It gets you moving, and you can put like because. Yeah, the scaling is all based on the handle, and then the head, or then the whatever you hit them with is
also CLAIR OBSCUR. They have weapon scaling with your stats.
I love that
because like you're able to like divvy up your stats as you want, but like if you want to use this weapon, like you better be strong or dexterous or.
Dude,
I'm so excited to get into it. I just need to finish the next 2 weeks, put on a show, and then
you can finally game.
Rot my brain with video games.
And when's your show again?
It's May 8th through the 11th. Hometown tickets. Come see me, Orcus, former Overlord of the Underworld.
Yeah,
we went to
at the Thelma Center of the Arts.
We went to D&D trivia.
Yes, that was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. I've played D&D in like about 3 campaigns. Did not know a single answer. I showed up late, and also I was the only one that dressed up. Like everyone's like, come in costumes. There was one guy in like a little
he had
bit
a little bit of
flare,
fur
like
on his shirt,
pelt, but I have like these horns on,
and he was
wearing
horns
like
up.
a ripped shirt and a big
down.
fucking belt and like drinking horn. And I went to Quick Trip after that to get ice cream.
He actually came in late. I had been there. I participated. He was
like
part of the 6:30.
I showed up at 7 because I'm fastly late to everything.
It was funny as hell because I'm like, I bet Matt, and I had the nerdiest group, but the real OGs.
I waved at you a bunch, and he was like, "What's up?"
No, I tried, but I had like Amber right there.
Yeah, you were in the middle of your table,
and I had the table of the gaming bros, so I thought this would be an easy one. I actually had 3 like good answers. They were all based on Baldur's Gate 3. I got lucky, and the last member of our gaming group is Andy, the guy that was calling the thing.
Andy's our DM for the theater cast, and that's kind of how he runs it. Is like, if you know Baldur's Gate 3, this is about as deep as it's getting. I'm like,
no, it got deeper, a little bit. But
what was your team name?
We were Tiamat's Testicles.
Tiamat's Testicle. You don't want to anger the 2 D&D nerds.
Listen, if you got a problem, how about you get over here, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be equally heartbroken.
Let us know how you feel down in the comments.
Yeah. Apparently, rage marketing works too. So
a lot of things.
Tell us all your feelings.
Lockpicking mechanic. So Oblivion has a lockpicking mechanic where you have to you see like all like the tumblers, and you have like a little stick, and you can like poke them up. A lot of people are really frustrated because it is hard.
It's hard. Not as there's
you
a
get
harder
good at
one.
it, but like the thing is, like with Skyrim, they had taken Fallout's lockpicking system.
Yep.
Where it's just like you move like clocks of a hand, and like if you got the combo direct,
2 and then it pops. Yeah, it felt like you were actually doing it.
This is like trying to find a G spot.
Yeah,
it was just like, is it there? Is it?
It's in the butthole. Everybody, just Google it.
No homo, God said as he put man's G spot in his butt.
Read it.
What were we talking about?
Anilicus is where it was at.
So.
Worst lockpicking mechanics, I still say, are Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. They didn't learn their lesson.
Kingdom Come Deliverance has the worst mechanics and everything, and that's because you're supposed to be a fucking dolt at the beginning. You're not good at anything.
If you max out your lockpicking or get all but there, you're still gonna break 50 of them. Like,
so I'm gonna pull a Reggie.
Do it.
My body is ready.
In your mind.
So this is Retroid Pocket 4.
Yeah, as we discussed.
This has been such a fun little guy in my pocket at all times. So it's an Android phone, pretty much. Doesn't make calls, but oh, there we go.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But it's I've been having so much of a fun time with it. So with this can play like up to PS2, GameCube, Wii. I tried to see if there was like OG Xbox emulators for Android. There's not, because I'd love to play Halo and KOTOR.
Oh,
though KOTOR. I think I could probably just find those on the App Store, buy them, and just play it.
Yeah.
So with retro gaming, a lot of like the parts are beginning to fail. Like, say you try to get like a PS2, you're going to be spending a shit ton on eBay for a system that you don't know works correctly.
Right.
And manufacturing for parts has ended a long time ago. So like once your GameCube's broken, it's fucking broken, right? So I did a little research because when I saw the Nintendo Switch 2, the thing that I was excited for most was the GameCube NSO. And I'm like, oh wow, I can play Wind Waker and F-Zero and Soul Calibur 2. But then I realized like they make these little tiny handhelds that for like $200, I think with shipping, like my total order cost like $209.
Oh,
and I got it in like 2 days.
That's impressive.
All of my very legally obtained ROMs that I dumped from
they're right off screen.
My gigantic collection.
We don't do what nerd people do where they just have the shelves. We put it off screen. We don't want to. We're not here to flex. We own every retro game that exists. It's just always off screen.
Yeah.
Like, we're not here to brag. There are kids that have to beg to play Super Mario 8-bit.
Into plastic.
We're not here to hurt feelings. But every game that he shows on this, he owns.
It
right there,
so
just off screen.
It runs so smooth. Like, yeah, you'll have minimal frame drops with something like PS2, which PS2.
But it is adjustable in your BIOS, actually.
That's the thing. You got to tinker around with it.
Yeah.
But
because you can run 2 processors.
Can I show you my ROM list so far?
Please.
So I have 2 PS2 games. Oops. Let me do a save state real quick. You gotta make sure to save your game again. There's no auto save.
Oh, it doesn't give you a save state?
Yeah.
Option.
So the main game that I've been playing, Shadow Hearts for PS2.
Yeah.
For some reason, the second game was a lot more popular than the first. Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant, probably because it had a hot babe on the cover. Probably.
That sells.
But I'm playing the first one, and before like there was Bloodborne, this game was like the Eldritch Horror RPG.
Oh shit!
It is a sequel to this PS1 game called Kudelka, which was almost like it was a grid-based RPG where you had to like move and position shit, but it was eldritch and scary. The other PS2 game I have, Maximo, Ghost to Glory,
the
my God. 3D Ghosts and Goblins.
I remember that existing, and
I am
not loving it.
This is the fact that I have it and I can just play it on the go. The fact that this the Dolphin emulator, the GameCube and Wii, that's where I got the majority of my games. So I'm gonna run down the list with you.
Yo.
So I've got Eternal Darkness.
Nice.
F-Zero GX. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventure.
Okay.
Ikaruga. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Pac-Man World 2 and 3.
Oh, come on.
Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Good game.
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. The Prince of Persia Sands of Times trilogy. So that's Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two Thrones.
Warrior Within was my favorite of the 3. It was a good game.
I've got SSX 3, Smash Brothers Melee, Zelda Wind Waker, Zelda Twilight Princess.
Is it Wind Waker standard?
Yes.
Because it wouldn't be HD.
Yeah.
It's on. Okay. Ooh, you get Old Hardware. It still looks great. Old Hardware looked fine. Honestly.
And like, you know what? I was used to it. I was there before they had the fucking sale. You just change the wind, man. You're the Wind Waker. Wake the wind, bro.
Wake that wind, dude.
I've got The Simpsons Hit and Run.
That's a fun one.
I've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
Shit.
And I've got Wario World.
Wario World's another classic.
So with a lot of these games that I've been looking forward to that are just refurbished remakes of PS2 games, I'm going to do that. Because I own it and I can rip my ROM, my ISO from the CD and put it on this.
Yeah, that's what we do. They're all over there.
Without having to spend $60.
Actually, it'd be more than that at this point for some of these titles.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been having a lot of fun with Shadow Hearts. It's a game that like my dad played right before he passed, so I never really got to see the end of it. That and like Dot Hack, but Dot Hack is a bit too anime.
It doesn't work for everybody. I couldn't get into it.
And on
you would think it'd be accessible. But...
On GameCube, I played a little bit of Four Swords Adventure. I played a little bit of Ikaruga, which is fucking nail-pullingly difficult.
Really?
So Ikaruga is a top-down shooter.
Okay.
And you can flip between light side, dark side. All of your enemies on the screen, it's a bullet hell.
Okay.
The enemies can be of light side or dark side. And if you're light side, you can absorb light side shots for bigger powers. And then you can switch to dark side to absorb. So not only you're not trying to avoid the bullets per se, you're just trying to absorb them.
Huh.
But there's so much going on. This is like holy shit.
Interesting.
Let's see, what else am I want to play Metroid Prime 2 because the Prime 1 remaster came out on Switch and that was really fun.
Prime 2 is generally regarded as the better of the Primes.
Yeah, it's harder too.
Yeah.
Pac-Man World 2, Pac World. Because I got the first one.
I'm glad
they
somebody
remastered
likes that game.
But Pac World 2 is just a better game, more exploration. And I'm going to play Prince of Persia Sands of Time. But only because I really want to play Warrior Within. Warrior Within, it was such like an edgy game. It had Disturbed.
It did.
Stand alone inside.
I think you're thinking of the Scorpion King.
No,
I'm standing on this one.
No,
it was the Scorpion King.
I'm right.
Godsmack, the Scorpion King. It wasn't Disturbed. I Stand Alone was Godsmack. Let's go. It is officially on. You are coming at me with this weak shit. Let's go. It is I mess up actors. I'm pretty sure I know my edgy hardcore radio bullshit from from the early. I was in high school during this, man.
Me too, man. Fucking, I used to listen up to.
I Stand Alone was the Scorpion King with The Rock. The music video is even the Scorpion King. Come at me. Okay, that's an AMV. Just like you'd find a Disturbed video with Goku behind it fighting Frieza.
No, this is the song that would play when the Dahaka would chase you, the Time Beast.
Oh, okay. But it originally started with the Scorpion King. I will promise you.
Who watched the fucking Scorpion King?
Like 50 people in the Rocks family.
And you're
I'm going to prove this to you. Everybody in the comments, prove me right. I'm tired of this.
How do I get this?
You this once.
They didn't toilet. That's enough of that. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. I've got so much more to do. Like, I want to put on like a new booter system, so that way it can just here's your games and like Dreamcast. I want to put like Nintendo, DS, 3DS.
You gotta get
but
Power
I'm just
Crystal.
trying to fulfill my 2000s JRPG.
I got you, younger Maddie.
Right now.
Oh, dude.
So another game got added to the NSO. I didn't put it to the wheel yet, but there was a Fire Emblem that came out for the Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
I'll get to it when I get to it. Last time we recorded, we got Metroid 2 for the Game Boy.
It was a delight. We have footage.
We recorded about an hour's worth. It was a lot more fun than I thought. I thought I was going to be like a little hard on myself of just like, it's a Game Boy game.
No, Game Boy was pretty... They did their best.
On the NSO, they do like the color. So I was able to at least have that.
You played it like you were playing a Super Game Boy.
But I did definitely use that rewind filter because I'm like, I'm not going to go back to the last save that I had 2 hours ago just to... combat, it's clunky. It's Metroid 1, but like a little better. Like, Metroid didn't really get real good until like Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo.
Which was basically
almost
the next game.
Yeah. This one, there's so many better ways to try it. Like, if you have a 3DS or a Retroid Pocket Pro,
or Retroid Pocket Pro 2.
Retroid Pocket Pro 4.
Oh, it's a
Plus. I don't know. They made a 3DS remake. That's really fun. But if you have like a laptop, and any laptop will play this, there was a fan game that was made called AM2R. Which it's almost like game of the year material when it came out, of just like, holy shit, because like Metroid 2, very flawed game.
Oh yeah, but AM2R, what does that mean?
Another Metroid 2 remake.
There
Because
it is.
in like modded communities, people would make their own mods to Metroid 2 to try and make it better.
Fix stuff.
So he was like, oh, this is just another Metroid 2 remake, like not another teen movie.
Oh my god.
But if you can, go play that. If you have a 3DS, play Samus Returns.
It was good.
But if all you have is NSO, check it out. It's fun. It's fine.
Check it out if you're into the
It's fine.
series.
You're allowed to
if
say
you're
it's
into the
fine.
series and you want to see if you can speedrun it, look up a couple strats and give it a shot. Like, if you're bored, play it. If not, don't.
Look up a guide. Look up a guide. Get a map. Play the game.
Yeah,
And have fun.
it doesn't have its own map in game. Like, there's a lot of the restrictions that live with it. So, all right.
Let me bring the wheel up.
We're about to do a thing that we be doing.
The picker wheel.
Which is great, because it's like we finally got it timed with our bladders, where we got to pee toward the end of podcasts now. Oh my god!
So let's see.
Hold on. Do you want to start Babe Ruthing it? Where me and you each put a finger and just like there's a winner. So I'm gonna say, what's that blue one right here?
They're so tiny that we don't even know.
Okay. Well, and then just put your finger on a red one.
Spin.
Oh my god! Are you spinning that wheel?
Oh yeah, there's so many.
That's
so
the sound
that
that
it
sexy
doesn't.
cat makes.
What are we at? Please wait.
Oh, it's the blue one I picked. No, it's not.
Mock Rider for the NES.
Really? Because you look like a Mock Rider.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I just had to do it.
All right, so yeah, Mock Rider for the NES. Well, knock out a little gameplay.
Yeah, I'll
video.
do 5 to 10 minutes of that before it gets us.
And then, dear folks, we're gonna go piss our dicks off.
Yes, and probably someone else's dick.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Damn it!
Unless you're a loser, in which
Then
subscribe, comment, and then like.
Don't make me sell my butthole on OnlyFans.
Or the good part of his perineum.